come on.
What are you doing? See you in my dreams. See you in my dreams. See you in my dreams. See you in my dream. My dream. My dream. My dream.
I know what I gotta do. BNGR. Change. Change is something people always have problems adjusting to. A new version of Windows, a new YouTube layout, your friend's new girlfriend who cancels his plans to go to an amusement park. Phil? But at the end of the day, you gotta think to yourself, was this change really for the better? I don't think I'm just rambling, this applies to video games too. There's tons of games that go through these kinds of changes, and if it's well received by the fans, the game could be a hit. However, if you upset the fan base in any way, no matter what any critic has to say, no matter how good it sells, the game can be deemed a failure. And that's where today's game comes into play, Mega Man 8 for the PS1 and Sega Saturn. It was a game that received very average reviews from critics, but little did Capcom know, it would be considered one of the worst installments in the entire series. So it's pretty much agreed on that Mega Man's 1 through 6 are pretty solid NES games. Yeah, the later ones aren't as original, since there's literally 5 sequels to the same game on one system. I can't. What? But I mean, the level design's solid, the Robot Masters are pretty cool, and the music. Oh, that music! To be honest, this was a really smart move by Capcom. Back in the NES days, there weren't that many ways to know if a game was good or not, so buying a Mega Man game was a pretty low-risk investment, even though those box arts don't make it seem like that. Then, of course, there was Mega Man 7 on SNES. Fun fact, the game was literally the result of a 3-month project by Capcom, where the dev team just kinda winged it. But hey, if I didn't know that, I wouldn't have noticed. I still had tons of fun playing this game, and I'd say it holds up to the first 6 pretty well. But not everyone thinks this. You see, Mega Man X was already on that system, and if you've seen it before, it goes leaps and bounds over the original Mega Man formula. Not to mention it made the series fresh again after a bajillion level pack, I mean sequels. So Mega Man 7 was really a step back in every way imaginable. But you see, Mega Man 8 had the advantage here. It would be the first Mega Man game to be exclusively designed for a CD-based system, rather than just a port of a Super Nintendo game. It was to feature full motion graphics, stylized 2D art, and most importantly, a save feature. Only took him, what, 10 years? Throw in the fact it was Mega Man's anniversary, with Capcom throwing merch all over the place, and you got yourself a game with high expectations. So enough chit chat, let's play this game on a Nintendo system. That's right, I'm talking about Mega Man Anniversary Collection for the Nintendo GameCube. With freaking A as the shoot button and B as the jump button. Yeah, because reversing them was a really good idea, guys. So the game starts off in deep space with 2 robots duking it out, and they seem to have knocked each other so hard that they both fly in the same direction and land on Earth. How about you? It seems pretty legit. Come on, this is so boring. I want to see Mega Man. What's he up to?
Mega Man, today we finish this!
Hey, Zach! Why must I fight you?
Oh dear.
We are not enemies!
Shut up!
What? Okay, I take it back. Take it back to space, please. I don't understand how they messed up this bad. Did the actors, I don't know, try their lines more than once? Or know how to speak fluently in English? I mean, come on! Well anyway, this cutscene gives the setup for the intro stage. There's some weird energy readings on an island, and Mega Man and his robot dog Rush have to check it out. So yeah, this is what the future Mega Man looks like. Yep, okay, that's great. How is this any different than 7? I mean, I like that the graphics are more imaginative compared to Mega Man X, but come on, they didn't take advantage of the hardware at all. Not to mention the gameplay is pretty much the same. You run, you jump, you shoot, you slide, you charge up your shot. And that's it. Oh, were you expecting some fancy new power-up to accommodate Mega Man? Like, I don't know, Rush Coil? No, you get a soccer ball power-up. I mean, come on, what's soccer doing in a Mega Man game? Oh, what's that? There's some things in this world you just can't explain. So if it's not painfully obvious by now, despite being on a new system and having FMV cutscenes made, the core gameplay has not changed in the slightest. For many, this will be extremely disappointing and turn off gamers immediately. But if you're a fan like me, you know what I'm curious about. If there's something that kept Mega Man fans going, it's definitely the level design. So who knows, maybe we're still in for a unique entry in the series. So the levels have a similar structure to Mega Man 7. Instead of having all 8 stages at once, you have an intro stage, 4 Robot Masters available, the middle stage, the last 4 robots, and then Dr. Wily's stages. So you're probably wondering, how were the Robot Masters? Man, they were all over the place in quality. Some of them were really fun, like Grenade Man's exploding pedestals and Clown Man's time platform boxes. It really showed off that the levels can still be unique after 10 years. The one I enjoyed the most though was the shoot 'em up segments in Tengu Man stage, which were actually really polished. Though the screen can kinda become a complete mess. Oh god, what is shooting me? Heck, they even managed to make the water level enjoyable. Something I can't say about too many games. However, some of them have gimmicks that were kind of annoying. Swordsman's stage is split into 4 small parts at the beginning of the stage, which means some backtracking, and Astro Man's stage has a confusing maze in it. But nothing, and I mean nothing, can prepare you for Frostman's stage. You see, Capcom thought it'd be a good idea to put snowboarding in a Mega Man game. Now this sounds good on paper. What if it was like Sonic 2's special stages? What if you could do tricks? Heck, what if it could be an extra minigame? No, apparently the best option was making Mega Man slide on ice with floaty controls and having an annoying voice announce when you have to make a movement. They messed up, and you know that they messed up. That makes sense, I promise. If the game doesn't tell you that you can react fast enough, in a platforming game. This level is by far the most frustrating experience I've ever had in the whole series. I counted, I had to redo this level 34 times, and another 23 when they had to put it again in the freaking second half of the stage. Ugh. And you know what's worse than having a frustrating level? Having to go through it again. Yeah, the first stage in Dr. Wily's tower is the same garbage. The reason I keep talking about this is because the rest of the game isn't nearly as hard. I mean, it's normal difficulty for a Mega Man game, but it just kind of throws off the whole balance. Jump, jump, slide, slide. Shut up! So let's check back on our friend the robot here. Apparently he was the cause of that weird energy reading we were talking about, and Dr. Light's fixing him up. See, there he is now.
What do you make of these?
Seems to be energy resources. But I've never seen this type on Earth. I don't know where this energy came from, but cannot let it fall into Dr. Wily's hands.
Dr. Wily?
You must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
Did he just flub his line?
Who is Dr. Wily?
I can't
That's
do
a
this.
good question.
This is
We
too
may
much.
be able to look.
So big surprise, the random robot they saved flies off and leaves a nice hole in Dr. Light's lab. You would have thought he'd learn after Bass did the same thing in Mega Man 7. So anyway, after a short middle stage, you fight this mystery robot and learn from Proto Man about Wily Tower, Dr. Wowy's new castle. And guess what? You're treated by another cutscene. But this one. I thought I saw the game at its worst. I thought after Dr. Wily, I was prepared for anything in life. I wasn't.
I can see it!
Is Rush trying to scream? Jeez. Anyway, after Rush gets demolished, Dr. Wily gives the cue to finish off Mega Man, and he screams a lot. I just counted, that was a 24-second scream. Guess that guy got some pretty mega lungs. So Rush seems to be okay, which I have a hard time believing, but hey, the robot's here.
Who are you?
My name is Duo.
Excuse me?
My name is Duo.
Can you speak
I was
up?
born with the sole purpose.
Can you, I don't know, speak in the mic a little
This
louder?
universe.
Okay, fine. I don't need your explanation anyway. So this dude's name is Duo, and the reason he was created was to destroy this dark energy stuff. It's vaguely explained, and frankly, I don't care, but you go in Wily Tower, clear 4 stages, and destroy it. Simple as that. Alright, so now that we know the basics of Mega Man 8, let's see how it stacks up to the rest of the series. Let's start the review. For better or worse, Mega Man 8 is exactly what you expect. 8 Robot Masters, same controls, weapons that range from useless shields to awesome grenades, and of course the final stages that put all of these weapons to the test. I wish I could say that none of this matters, like New Super Mario Bros. U, but this hurts the game really badly, and as a result is one of the series' worst entries. The level design is literally a mixed bag. Some of them are really fun and innovative, some are infuriating and pointless, and there aren't enough changes to consider it a memorable entry. It's a shame because the game can really shine in some places, and more than makes up for these really stupid levels. As for the graphics, they're well made and look really polished, but nowhere near the capabilities of the PS1 or Saturn. It's cool that lots more enemies can be placed on screen at once, and that the FME cutscenes look good, but that doesn't excuse the lack of innovation. The music is pretty good as well, but definitely not up to par when you compare it to the rest of the series. The game took a more atmospheric approach to music, rather than the rockin' themes that could keep you going through those hard levels, and made several stage themes really grating. I'm looking at you, Clown Man. But I did like a few of them, like Frostman's stage and the boss theme. But don't even get me started on those voiceovers. Mega Man 8 can be beaten in under 3 hours if you're a seasoned player, and the fact that this was full price when it was released in 1997 is a cruel joke. The only thing that can help swallow this down is the bolt system. You see, there's 40 bolts hidden within the 10 levels leading up to Wily Tower, and you can use these to gain extra abilities in the shop. All of them are really helpful and switch up the mechanics a lot, such as starting with maximum lives every time you enter a stage, automatic shooting if you hold down the shoot button, and even Mega Buster upgrades like the arrow shot. The catch is you can only have 8 of these equipped at a time, and that there's not enough bolts to get all of them, so playthroughs can be kinda varied depending on what you got. But still, this hardly adds any more replay value than other Mega Man games, which were NES games. Now that's really sad. Alright, it's time to show the verdict. Let's see how this game fares. Mega Man 8 gets a check and a good. Now if you're a fan of platformers or just a Mega Man fan in general, I would definitely pick up the Anniversary Collection instead. It's got the first 8 Mega Mans on it, and it's on PS2 and GameCube, so it's a pretty good deal. Even though the buttons on the GameCube one are reversed, I don't know why they did that. Not to mention the PS1 version's like $20 on Amazon, and the Saturn version's like $60, so I definitely wouldn't pay that much for this game. Anyway, let's see how this game ends.
Proto-Man.
Mega Man, I have a message to give you from Duo.
From Duo? What is it?
Okay, what's your message?
He said, thank you.
Duo?
You're welcome. This applies to video games too. Got a burp. Excuse me.